Hi and good morning. Welcome to Live with Joy. I'm going to give it a few moments for everybody to start to come onto that post, and then we'll get started and we'll discuss what we're going to be doing today. As we do that, I'll just give you a reminder of what the week has been so far. We have been blasting different areas of that body. We started on Monday with our lower body blast. On Tuesday, we had that upper body blast. Yesterday, we had that cardio blast. And then today, we are going to be focusing on, if you have seen that title, core blast. So today, it's all about the center of that body, from the front, from the side, from the back. We're gonna make sure that we have different exercises that hit all of those angles all the way around that core, 360 degrees around that body. So again, it's all gonna be about that core, all here in the center of that body. And we are gonna blast it with 3 different exercises per circuit, and we're gonna have 4 circuits. We are gonna be doing 4 sets of everything. The first 2 exercises are going to be 30 seconds each, and then the final exercise of the circuit will be 15 seconds. That one's gonna be a little bit harder to do, so we'll just have 15 seconds for that last and final exercise. But again, 4 sets of everything, and then we move on to the next 3 exercises. We will be doing all of it from the floor today, so you are going to need your mat. And you'll notice that I don't have any shoes on. You can have your shoes on, you don't have to, but you're not gonna be doing anything on your feet today. No cardio, no strength movement, no standing or hopping or jumping. So if you would like to peel off those shoes, you absolutely can for today. I like to feel my feet getting grounded into the floor when I do different things in a plank position, or when I'm just fully on the mat. I like to strip down and not have anything on my feet. So that is my preference, but you do not have to be there. You can definitely have your socks. You can have your socks and your sneakers on, whatever you prefer to do. Also on the floor, if you need for some neck support, you can grab a pillow. For when we are lying on the back, you can have that pillow underneath your head for a little bit of support, especially if you've got your spine is not completely straight and you feel like you have to have that neck back like this when you're down. So sometimes grabbing a pillow and having that pillow under your head is a good option, okay? So there are some different things that you can do. I will give you some modifications for some of the work. At times, if you can't come all the way up into certain moves, or you need to modify them not being in a certain plank position or something, there will be some modifications for that stuff as well, okay? All right, so I am going to get the music started. We are gonna come down to the ground and we're gonna lie on our back. So again, if you wanna have that neck support, you can have that pillow underneath lying on your back. All right, let's take it down on that floor. Once again, your head is up. You're lying down on that floor. If you have a pillow, you can have that pillow underneath your head for some neck support. And we're just gonna start by pressing and hugging. One knee in, and then circling those arms, reaching, and then hugging that other knee in, giving it a little press and tug. And then circling the arms, really extending and lengthening out in the arms and legs. And then take it to the other side again. And extend and lengthen, press and pull, extend and lengthen, and press and pull. Good, so just continue here. One more time on each side. And on the other side. And now if you can, let's hug both of those knees in and tuck that chin in right here. And then circle and extend and lengthen. And again, both knees come in, give a little press, tuck that chin in, and lengthen out. 2 more times right here. Tuck it in, and lengthen out. And 1 more time right here. And lengthen out. And then from here, we're just gonna rotate all the way onto all 4s right here, and just take a little tuck in that chin, round out that back, and then look up and hollow it out. Again, tuck it in, round it out, look up and hollow it out, and go 2 more times right here, tuck it in, round it out, look up and hollow it out, and 1 more time right here, and look up, and 1 more time, let's take it onto that back, and go right where we started, extending and lengthening. And give that little tug in, keep that head on the ground, and just move a little bit faster through it right now. We're gonna go 2 more each side right here. One more time on each side. Circle and lengthen. And now if you can, those double knees and tuck that chin in right here and lengthen and extend everything out. 3 more times for those double knees. Extend and lengthen. 2 more. Extend and lengthen. And 1 more time. Extend and lengthen and relax. All right, watch me. I'm going to show you the first 3 exercises. Fingertips behind the ears. Legs are going to be straight. You're going to lift those shoulders up. Keep a little space between that chin and that chest. And just get that little press of that crunch right here. Nice and easy. Really getting those upper abs engaged in that section right there. Open up that chest. Second exercise, we're going for bicycle. With that leg coming all the way down to the floor, fully extended. And if you can come all the way up. You do not have to. And then our final exercise right here, you're going to go either single leg, knee in, shoulders up, alternating, or you're going to go double. Or if you want to really engage that center, up into that boat, and then all the way down. So first exercise, extend the legs, fingertips behind the ears, chin is off the chest, lift the shoulders up, keep a little space between the chin and the chest, and start the press right there. And I'm going to start that pop. Good. Really press through that belly. Think about that fire in that belly. Remember, first 2 exercises, we have 30 seconds. Pace yourself as you need to. Press. Feel those upper abs at work. You got 15 seconds. And then we've got a 10-second rest before you hit your next exercise. Press. Feel that fire in that belly. 3, 2, and 1. You want to lower down. You want to extend and lengthen. And then we're going into fingertips behind the ears, crossing over here, fully extending that leg back to the ground, starting right now. Right here, and then again, if you can lift all the way up and bring that elbow to the inside of that knee, but you do not have to come all the way up. You can keep that one shoulder on the floor, drive that knee in, and cross it over right here. So find where you feel comfortable today and in that moment. Again, we got 4 sets. You want to pace yourself. Lengthen and release. And then our final exercise, single knees, shoulders up, double knees, shoulders up, or coming all the way up, only 15 seconds, go, you're on that clock. All the way up into that boat pose if you can, both legs up, single legs lifting just the shoulders, double legs lifting just the shoulders, or all the way here, get your final one in, and relax. And now we're gonna hit set number 2. Going back to that belly burn right here, open up the chest, fingers, tips behind the ears, lift the shoulders up and press. So you should already start to be feeling that fire in that belly. Breathe. 20 seconds. Make sure you're breathing, do not hold that breath. You're coming on your last 10 seconds. Last 5. And relax down. This is your moment to get that stretch. Rest your head on the floor, or if you've got that pillow, and get ready to cross it over. Fingertips behind the ears, set your position. Lift that shoulder, cross it over to the other side, and back down. And again, if you want to come all the way up, go ahead and go for it. Just make sure that your form is good. Otherwise, staying right here, keeping that opposite shoulder to the ground as you cross over the other one. Bringing that knee in as you cross. Reaching the inside of that elbow to the inside of that opposite knee. Good. Lengthen and stretch. And then going into, again, just a shoulder up, knee in. Shoulder up, both knees in. Or all the way up into that boat pose. And back down. You only got 15 seconds for this one. So you're only doing a few of that last exercise. It's your hardest one of the 3. Good. Get your last one in. And relax. 2 more sets left. Fingertips behind the ears, extend and lengthen those legs. Start to lift the shoulders up and belly burn it out. Set number 3 right here. If you need a rest, just take a rest down And then pump it out whenever you can for a few more. Take that rest if you need, okay? Staying here if you can. 20 seconds on that clock. Make sure you're breathing through it right here. Coming on those last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and relax. Lengthen out and get ready to cross it over, hitting those obliques. Fingertips behind the ears, open up that chest, elbows are back, and cross it over right here. And again, if you want to come fully up, you can. Again, just make sure that that foreign posture is not suffering. Otherwise, fully lengthen down. With each one that you're doing, no matter whether you're coming up or just lifting your shoulder, you want to fully lengthen back down to the floor. Everything coming to that floor and then everything coming up. Even if you're lifting all the way up here, you need to come all the way back to that floor. Get your last one in and relax. And once again, double with that single knee in, shoulders up, both knees coming in or sitting all the way up into that float and gently lowering back down. Finish up your last one, and we got one more set of that first circuit right here. Relax for a moment. Start to set your position, fingertips behind the ears, open up that chest, extend those legs, lift those shoulders up, and press for your final set. Burn that belly right here. Last set, pressing it. And again, if you need that rest, lower down, take a rest, and then back to those presses right here whenever you can come back to it. 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, extend and rest. And we're going into those crossovers from that position on the ground. Everything is on the floor. And then from here, drive the knee in, cross it over, and to the other side. One seconds, hang in there. Last and final set of this circuit. Coming on your last 10 right here. Good, finish up that last one, extend and release. And once again, coming into that full boat, or just the shoulders and a single knee. Shoulders and double knees, but keeping that back down. Get set and go. If you can, all the way up into that full boat and lower down. But again, you don't have to come all the way up. You can just lift those shoulders. Take one knee at a time or double knees if you can. One more time. Finish it up. And relax. Okay, stay right there. I'm going to reset that clock and we'll go over your next 3 moves. All right. So for our next move, again, you can have that pillow underneath your head, totally fine. We're going to place our hands slightly underneath your bottom. From here, we have our feet starting on the floor, and then we drive those knees in, and you're going to extend the legs out. Now, if extending those legs out from that little reverse crunch is too much, just bring that feet back to the ground and do your reverse crunch here, keeping those knees bent the entire time. If you can, you're extending out and then driving those knees in. Then we're going to extend those arms and legs, and we're going to go for an opposite straight arm to straight leg. You want to come all the way up, you're right here, okay? And then our final exercise for 15 seconds, you're going to rotate onto one side, lift your hip up into a side plank, and bring a straight arm to a straight leg in front. Now, if you can't come up into that side plank, just keep that hip down and work from right here, okay? And then we'll alternate those sides each time, and it's only 15 seconds for that exercise. All right, so reminder, first exercise, place your hands underneath your bottom. You're gonna either bring the knees in here, take them down to the ground, or drive the knees into the chest, and then extend and lengthen them out each time. Get set, and go. You're on the clock. Give me that little reverse crunch with the knees coming into the chest, and then extend and lengthen the legs out, or just take those feet back to the floor with bent knees to modify it. As those knees come into the chest, see if you can pop that bottom up just a little bit to engage those lower abs a little bit further. Good, get that last one in, and then extend and lengthen those arms back. And from this position, we're gonna be reaching for that opposite straight leg, inside of the opposite foot. Get set, and go. Right here, and on the other side, lifting that shoulder up, head coming off of that ground. If you need to keep that head down and just keep the movement here, go ahead. And if you can come all the way up, you're gonna be right here. So again, only if you can keep good form and posture in this move here, and you're not struggling or feeling any pressure in the back. Okay, otherwise stay right here, keeping that back down and just lifting that shoulder. Good, one more on each side, and then rotate to your left side. So you're gonna be on your left side right here. Extend and lengthen that arm and leg. You're gonna be swinging that straight arm, straight leg in front of the body, and if you can, up here in that side plank. 15 seconds only for this one. Hip down or hip up, you decide. Get your last one in, lower down, rotate onto your back, hands slightly underneath that bottom, feet flat, press those shoulders down to the floor, drive those knees in, extend and lengthen those legs out, and once again, if that is too much, keep the knees bent and place the feet to the floor instead of lengthening and extending out in between each one. So find what works for you in that moment. And find your breath. Make sure that you are breathing. Good, get that last one in. Lengthen and extend your arms and legs. Take that little moment there and get ready to reach for the opposite straight arm to straight leg. 3, 2, and 1. Right here, simply lifting just that shoulder. You can keep that head down, or you can come all the way up, lifting that back all the way up as you reach for the inside of that opposite foot. 15 seconds. Keep it moving. Keep breathing through it. You want to keep those arms and legs as straight as possible as you reach for that foot. Getting that last one in, and then you're going to take it onto your right side. So I'm going to flip this way so I can still face you. Keeping that hip down if you need to. Extended top leg, extended top arm. Lift the hips if you can into that side plank and swing that arm and leg in front of the body, trying to reach for that foot. Good, just 15 seconds. Get your last one in and taking it right back onto that back. Feet flat, hands slightly underneath that bottom. Just give that back a little support. Drive those knees in and extend out. You're on the clock, 30 seconds, right here. 2 more sets. And again, just bring those feet to the floor, keeping the knees bent. If lengthening those legs out are too much in this move. Good, see if you can pop that bottom up and off of those hands as you drive those knees into that chest. Good, extend and lengthen those arms and legs. Get ready to reach straight arm to the opposite straight leg. In 3, 2, and go. Right here, once again, lifting just the shoulder, keeping the head down if you need to, or coming all the way up, reaching for the inside of that opposite foot. Last 10 seconds right here. Get that last one in and rotate onto your left side. Right here, hip is down, up, top leg is straight, top arm is straight. Lift that hip up into the side plank if you can and swing that arm and leg in front of that body. Right here. Finish up set number 3 and then you've got 1 more set to go. Good, rotate down on your back. Get those hands underneath your bottom. Get ready to
Drag those knees in right here. Go. On that clock, drive those knees in. See if you can get that body slightly up and off of those hands as you drive the knees in. Extend and lengthen those legs, or take those feet to the ground, keeping those knees bent. Good. Think about that core activation, especially in the lower part of those abs here. Make sure you're breathing. Get that last one in. Place those feet down, extend those arms and legs. Take a little moment here and get ready to reach for that opposite foot. Straight arm to straight leg. Get set and go. Remember, lifting just the shoulder, keeping the head down if you need to, all the way up if you can. You decide where you can be for that move. Completely up to you. Coming on those last 10 seconds right here. Finish up your last one, and you're taking it to your right side to finish it out. Hip down, or you're gonna lift that hip up, straight arm, straight leg. Lift the hip if you can. Swing that straight arm, straight leg in front of the body with that arm, trying to meet the hand towards that foot. And all done with circuit 2. Rest, extend those arms and legs, take that position, and we're gonna reset that clock and go over your next 3 exercises. All right, so watch me. We're gonna start in a sitting up position. And you'll have some options here. I'll show you the first one. Hands together, right here. You're gonna lower down, if you can, all the way till just your lower back hits, but see how my shoulders are up? Lift up, rotate one arm, come back up center, lower down, and then when you come up, rotate to the other side. Now options, if you can't go all the way down, just come up, down and up a little bit. Okay, if you can't come down and up at all, just stay up here and work those twists, okay? And then we're gonna rotate over onto all fours, and we're gonna do a bird dog, opposite arm and leg extension here, bring it down, opposite arm and leg extension here, thumb is gonna be up. Then we're gonna take it into a full plank position on the forearms, not full plank, a forearm plank, and we're gonna rock those hips side to side. Now option here if you need, just put the knees down, and you can still rock those hips side to side. That's only your 15-second move, okay? So first thing that you want to do is take it right here into that seated position, hands together. Again, lowering down if you can, or simply rotating. But if you're lowering down, you're coming down and up, rotating to one side, down and up, rotating to the other side. Get set, and go. You've got 30 seconds on that clock to lower down. Once again, trying to touch that lower back to the floor and then come up and get that twist and follow that hand as you twist, trying to get that pinky all the way to the ground as you twist. Come back up and lower down center. Pull back up from there. And again, if you can't come down and up, you can make it a smaller move, or you can just work that twist. Getting that last one in. And from here, you're rotating over onto all fours. Okay, bird dog, opposite arm and leg extension. If for some reason you can't extend the opposite arm and leg here like this, then you can just do the legs or just do the arms, you decide, okay? If you can, right here, hold a moment, and then switch to the other side, just alternating like that. Extend your leg and engage your center here. The more engaged your center is, the more balanced you're gonna be in this move as you extend the opposite arm and leg. So if the center collapses, the entire body will be unbalanced and collapse as well. So really think about the activation in that center. The stronger the core is here, the better. Good, coming down onto those forearms. You can lower down for a moment, get ready to lift into that plank. Right here, lift, keep the knees on the ground if you need to, and rock those hips side to side. Get those knees up if you can, and rock your knees, your hips side to side here. Trying to tap that hip to the floor if you can. Smaller move if you need to, you don't have to tap, but if you can, all the way into that tap, and rotate back over. Set number 2. Sitting up here, bringing those hands together, shoulders back, engage that center, and again, dropping it down center all the way till that lower back hits if you can. Come up, rotate, get that pinky to the floor, follow that hand as you rotate, Engage that center and breathe. Good, nice work, hang in there. Keep that core completely centered and tight and engaged. Last one, finish it up, rotate over. So you're coming onto all fours. You need to take a moment here, go ahead. Now we're starting to come to that countdown, set your position, and go. Opposite arm and leg extension, palm up, and other side. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders, and those knees are underneath those hips. That's gonna also make you more balanced, and engage that center. Breathe. Look straight down at that floor. Make sure you're not tucking your chin in this position. Good, breathe. Strong center right here. Good, get your final one in, and then lower down onto the forearms. You can drop those hips for a moment. Curl those toes under, and when you're ready, lift the hips first, get them into position. Rock them on your knees if you need, or lift those knees up and rock your hips from there in that forearm plank position. Look straight down to that floor. Sit it up, take those hands together, get those shoulders back, engage that center, and get ready to come down. Tap that back and rotate. Keep going right there. You guys stay right there. Awesome job, guys. Hang in there. Bring it down and up and rotate into it. Again, follow that hand as you rotate. You got 15 seconds right there. Keep going, breathing, and finding your control as you come down and up center and as you rotate. Good. Let's take it right here onto all fours. Make sure you're getting those hands underneath the shoulders, those knees underneath those hips. Look straight down and go. Opposite arm and leg extension. Opposite arm and leg extension. Breathe. You got this. Hang in there. Keep it super strong. Focus on one side at a time. Lengthen it out completely and take it back underneath your body. Finish up on that other side and lower down onto those forearms. Step it back. You can lower down just to take a moment there. And then lift first the hips. Get set here. And then if you can, lift the knees and rock those hips side to side. If you need, just place those knees down to the floor. Good. And working on that final set right here. Sit up, take those hands together, get those shoulders back, open up that chest, and go. Lowering down. Again, till that lower back hits, pull it up, rotate, bring that pinky finger to the floor as you follow that hand. Keep a nice, solid, strong center right here. Good, finish up that last one. And rotate over, take it onto all fours. Get those knees underneath the hips, those hands underneath those shoulders, and go. Opposite arm and leg extension, and back in. Opposite arm and leg extension, pull it back in. Make sure you're breathing, looking straight down at that floor. Good, get ready to lower down. Step it back, you can lower the hips down until that time starts. And then when you're ready, lift the hips up, keep the knees down if you need to, rock those hips side to side, or take those knees off the floor. Keep those hips up. Don't let them sink down, don't let them pop up. You wanna find that position where you have a nice straight line in your spine, and done. Good. Take a little breather. Good, keep it right there. And we are getting ready for that final circuit. I'm going to show you your 3 exercises. Final circuit right here. We are going to sit back into child's pose, but I want you to curl those toes under because we're going to come from here into a full plank. Okay, now if that's too much, just come to here. Okay, here if you can, all the way up. Second exercise, I'm going to show you the harder one first. We're in a full plank. Elbow to the opposite knee. Alternating. Now you can be on all fours and do the same thing right here, okay? Then we're gonna lower all the way down to our belly, sandwich our hands together, bring the forehead on top of that. You're gonna lift your arms and legs into Superman. While you're there, I want you to circle your arms and then bring them back and everything comes down. So it's up, circle, in, and down. So you've gotta use that lower back strength to hold yourself up long enough to make those arm circles. If you're not comfortable with the arm circles, just come up into Superman and relax back down, okay? All right, so first thing we're gonna do is sit back in child's pose and take it into that full plank position in 2 and 1. Let's finish our final circuit right here. From child's pose, lift into plank. So this is gonna start to set your full plank. Start engaging that center, and then our second move, we stay in that plank and we work that opposite elbow to knee. On all fours if you need to. And again, right here, if you can't come up into full plank, you're just moving right here, staying on your knees. Here if you can. Good, now sit back and hold, and then get ready to come back into full plank as we start to hear that countdown. Take a little moment here. Get set into that full plank, or stay on your knees, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Crossing it underneath your body. Again, knees down. If you need to, you're still going to activate that center coming in. Whether you're on your knees or on your toes, obviously this will be a little bit harder if you can manage it. Okay, but if not, you're on your knees for now. Just getting used to that movement, that cross underneath your body from elbow to knee. Good, and now we're gonna lower all the way down, sandwich the hands on top of each other, forehead to the floor. Right here, getting ready to lift into that Superman for only 15 seconds. Up, circle, back down, and if the circles are too much, just lift and bring it back down without circling those arms. If you can, you're holding up long enough to circle those arms. Get your last and final one in. Bring it up. Sit back into that shadow pose, curl the toes under, and get ready to lift into that full plank from here. Full plank, sit back on your heels. We are working on engaging that core from the inside here as we move into that plank. Almost there. Keep that strong center activated throughout. Finish up your last one. Take a little moment here. Get ready to come into a full plank and hold or staying on all fours. Right here. Set it on all fours or lift it here. Opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Right underneath that body. Take your time. The further apart you have the feet, the easier it should be here. If you're close with the feet, you're going to be less stable. Good. Finish up that last one. Gently come down all the way to that belly. Sandwich the hands, forehead on top. Remember, you have only 15 seconds here to lift through that back. Come up, circle, and back down. Look straight down at that floor as you lift into that Superman and circle those arms. Bring it up, sit back into child's pose, toes curled under, getting ready to come into that full plank if you can. Set number 3 right here. Up. Lift. Try to make that full plank stronger and stronger with every lift. Nice straight arms. My elbows not bending at all. You can see how straight I am. My hands stay in the same position. They do not move at all. It's just my hips that move. Good. Sit back on your heels. Get a moment there. Before you come up into that full plank, or starting from all fours. Here we go. Set your position here or here. And go. Remember, if you separate the feet a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit easier. You'll have a more solid base with wider feet. Almost there. Finish it out. Get your last one in. And gently lower your body all the way down. Sandwich your hands, forehead on top of that. Get in position. Get set. Lift into Superman. Circle those arms. You want those hands to come up and the head to come up and those legs to come up. Then you circle. Bring them right back and lower down. Lift, circle, and down. Come on up. Sit back on your heels. And get ready for that last and final set, guys. Getting ready to come into that full plank position from that child pose. And go. Lift. Once again, strong upper body. Those arms stay straight. Those hands stay glued to that floor. Feet and hands just stay in the same position. Get that last one in. Sit back on those heels. Take a moment there. Get ready to come onto all fours with that full plank. Right here, set your position here or here. Get the feet a little wider if you want a more solid base. And right here, elbow to the knee. Undulate that body. You gotta stabilize that center. Right here, whether you're on your knees or on your toes. It's all about pulling that belly up, really engaging the internal muscles of that center. Good, finish it up. Gently lower down. Sandwich your hands, forehead on top of that. Get ready for your final lift. Superman circles right here. Up, circle, and lower down. Breathe through it, you're almost there. And relax, sit back on your heels. Take a moment right here, you are all done, guys. Breathe. Stay here. And come up onto all fours. Let's tuck that chin in. Round out the back. Look up and hollow it out 3 more times. Tuck it in, round. Look up and hollow it out 2 more times. Round. Hollow 1 more time. And let's lower onto that back and start once again, or finish once again where we started. Hug that knee in, 1 at a time. Circle the arms around and lengthen. Hug it and lengthen. 2 more on each side right here. Hug it, lengthen it. 1 more on each side. Hug it, lengthen it, other side, last time. And now give me those double knees, tuck that chin in, and lengthen it right here. 2 more times. Good, 1 more time. Good, now keep that head down, hug underneath those knees, and just take it a little bit side to side right here. And gently bring it back to the center. Take those arms out to the side with the palms up. And let's really take those knees to one side. Lift it up and take it over to the other side slowly and gently. Really just getting a little bit of nice lengthening and stretching through that side as you rotate. Good, 1 more time on each side. And gently come back to that center, grab and hug, And just come gently side to side on that mat. And then lengthen out those legs. And you're gonna cross your right leg over the left. And hold. And then cross your left over and lengthen. And now just separate those arms and those legs, lengthen out. Breathe, think about pulling that center down and away from the body. And relax. Good. We're going to hug one knee in, start to move our way up if you can, or come up any other way that's more comfortable for you. Coming onto all fours and walking those hands in, and then lifting that bottom up and rounding yourself all the way up to standing so you come up and off of that floor. Once you come up, roll those shoulders back and down. Let's take those hands on those thighs and just take a little hinge forward. Roll it up halfway, rounding that spine and opening it up. And then flattening it down, coming all the way up. And once you come up, roll the shoulders back. And we're going to take an inhale up. And exhale one more time, in and up. And exhale. You guys are all done with that core blast today. Thank you so much for joining me. Wonderful, awesome week so far. We've really hit the entire body. But tomorrow, we're going to have a full body blast that's going to hit everything that we've done this week. Our lower body, our upper body, our core, our cardio is gonna all be put together in one class tomorrow for a full body blast. So hopefully I'll see you then. It's gonna be our last day of the week. If you enjoyed this workout and you want to do it again at a later date, make sure that you save it. Also, you can share it with friends that you know may wanna have a nice, strong core workout. And you can come back to this page, click on videos, and all of those videos are there for you. So just remember that, and I will be here with you tomorrow for a full body blast to finish out our week. So awesome job, guys. Thank you again for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.